Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back, another episode of How About Them Celtics. Sam and I are here recording Monday, August 25th. August almost over, September almost here, which means we only have 1 month left until we get training camp and some fun stuff to talk about again. But in the meantime, we got you. How you doing, Sam?
We are getting there. We're getting there. Should be a fun show today. We'll go through. We had like Celtic adjacent news, meaning like not real news, but you know, different like little funny things happen around the team this weekend. So we'll go through what happened. Jaylen Brown's been streaming, which people feel conflicted about, I guess, heading into the season. We'll go through that. We'll go through emails. All-time rat list coming today, so stick around through that. Make sure you do. It's going to be a fun show. We are here every single day with new content. Full pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, game recaps morning after each game. Other videos in between to keep you up to date with all things Celtics. Subscribe. It's all here. It's a lot of fun. We will have you covered all season long. We are getting close. But without further ado, Jack, the people are making up rumors, floating rumors. They're tying the Celtics into the bullshit this weekend.
So Anfernee Simons has been floating around the rumor mill lately again, as he has been most of the summer. And it's sort of been dominating a lot of the news cycle in the Celtics world right now because there's not much else going on. To be blunt, none of them are real rumors. Like none of them are really like legitimate. Some NBA media general thought process, thing to note. Sam Amick, yes. The Athletic, W, correct. Sam Amico, grain of salt, big grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of the stuff has come from. Maybe it could be true. It's not like definitely impossible, but don't treat it as like an actual report. The report floating around is, the Sixers and what was the other team? The Nuggets have shown an interest in Anfernee Simons. That's the thing that's been floating around. Not a real report. By and large, if you're looking for Celtics news, if it's not coming from Himmelsbach or a local reporter like Noah or somebody else, it is Scotto, Stein, Shams, the big three S's. That's where you got to go. That's those three for just media literacy, etc. Those are the big three. Sometimes other things can be right. There are other guys around the media, place like Grant Afseth out in Dallas. He's legit. He's a good reporter. I know he's done some other stuff. Brett Siegel at Clutch Points actually has a pretty good track record at this point of being correct on things. So like there's some other things that you can take with smaller grains of salt. But if you want legitimate, like, okay, I can trust this report. I can definitely trust this report. Stein, Shams, Scotto. Big three S's. Those are them. That said, doesn't mean we can't discuss Anfernee Simons trades again and maybe take a look at those teams to see if it would even make sense, right? Because for what it's worth, these are new teams that we haven't really heard of. I think the Bucks were thrown in there too from something else. Like these are teams that you could look at and say, okay, would it even make any sense? At a glance, at a first thought, I don't think it would make much sense. You had Nets Daily, who has gotten some Nets sources right in the past because it's one of the only Nets coverage sites, saying like the Nets wanted too many picks for Simons too. Again, big grain of salt, but like could be an indicator of not the best value around the league, as we could have all come up with that idea ourselves too. But yeah, Anfernee Simons rumors going around. You get it, but take it with that extra grain of salt.
I want to start with the 76ers for this. Did they just spin a wheel to pick a team to be like, this team wants Anfernee Simons? It makes no sense. They've got Tyrese Maxey. They have Jared McCain. Why would they go after a guy who's making $27 million this year?
Well,
unless it
Paul
is
George.
A salary dump move. Paul George would make sense, but okay, let's spin it around again unless you're getting like the Nets involved, right? Like if you want to like Charlie Day, Always Sunny meme, like conspiracy theory board this together. Okay, so would it be Celtics sending Simons to the Sixers? Sixers send Paul George to the Nets, and then both teams are sending picks to the Nets, which is where the Nets Daily thing comes from? Maybe. But outside of that, it makes zero sense. And if Paul George was coming back here, it would mitigate all of the work that Brad Stevens in the front office did to clear cap.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it would be like, you traded... Now, you can say this anyway. If you have, like, no care or understanding of the apron penalties, you could say, Porzingis, Drew Holiday, traded for nothing. If they traded Simons for Paul George, literally traded for nothing. They don't even get the cap relief that will like reset all of the
Yep.
mean things that CJ McCollum and Adam Silver came together to put on high spending teams in the league. They would just have Paul George, a knee brace at the club.
Yep. Yeah. The Sixers don't make any sense. And even if there was a way to do it, why take minutes away from Jared McCain, Tyrese Maxey, and BJ Edgecombe? Like, it just doesn't really make a ton of sense for them, that type of player. The Nuggets, I understand wanting an extra perimeter scorer around Jokic. Again, though, salary doesn't make sense. It's not there. Like, you look at how this would work.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But now Cam Johnson makes 21 mil. If I'm the Nuggets, I'm not trading Cam Johnson for Anfernee Simons. It doesn't matter. Like, Cam Johnson's a perfect fit. I'm not trading Aaron Gordon. So that leaves Jonas Valanciunas, who can't be aggregated in trades yet, that you'll need like another month or so from after he's signed. Zeke Naji makes $8 million. And after that, you have a bunch of $5 million contracts and below. So what? Are they going to compile 3 contracts, got their depth for a year of Anfernee Simons? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Plus, they don't like the Nuggets make no sense. The only thing that makes sense is the Bucks, and I don't even know where that one came from, but I saw it somewhere, and that's one we talked about a lot. Yeah, well, that's one we talked about a lot when it happened, right? Because Bucks lose Dame, they wait and stretch him, could use some extra perimeter shot creation. They don't really have a guy like that on the team now. But again, are the Celtics taking on Kyle Kuzma's contract, which means they would have an extra year tacked onto it? That doesn't make any sense.
They saw Kuzma playing pickup in whichever, I think it was China or the Philippines, and he was getting cooked. Wasn't
the only thing that would make a little bit of sense would be if you do it in season, so you can stack minimum contract salaries a little bit, and they say, okay, we have Miles Turner, let's trade Bobby Portis and like Ryan Rollins and a couple minimum deals for Anfernee Simons, flip that upwards, and then the Celtics can sort of shuffle around the rest of those minimum contract deals, waive them or trade them in separate salary dump trades, and then keep Bobby Portis as their center. And then they shed a little bit of money that way. But even then, that's so complicated. It couldn't happen until the regular season anyways. So all of these Anfernee Simons rumors going around, well, I think if nothing else, it probably does confirm a little bit like, yeah, no shit, the Celtics have been trying to trade him. Like, where there's smoke, there's fire. We've heard that from every major news source outlet all summer. It's getting to the point where he's almost certainly just going to be on the team because there is no market, and it is what it is. And I think if anything, like, he'll improve his trade value in Boston because I think he'll play really well in Joe Mazzulla's system. I don't want my belief that they are trying to trade him be confused where I think he's ass. Like, I think he's a pretty good player. Like, he can shoot the hell out of the ball. It's just they would like to shed that salary and they don't know how a part of their future he is. So, while you should absolutely take a lot of these reports with that extra knowledge of, okay, it's probably not really like solid real, it does like make a little bit of sense as to what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and I think it's easy if you're a listener to be like, the guys are saying he's not good because he has no value. And I don't really think that's what we're trying to say. Like, one, it's kind of like the messaging that insiders have put out there is that people are not trying to take Anfernee Simons. And 2, it has more to say about like the sheer amount of guard depth around the NBA. Like, they're just really a plethora of good guards. So it's not as hard to find somebody who is as good as Simons. He is good. But teams aren't going to be willing to give up a ton of assets to get somebody like that because they could easily stumble into them in the draft, or like, I don't know, they might have somebody in-house that they feel can be that. With that being said, I do feel like at this point he's become a little bit underrated in the sense of like what the value should be. And for the Celtics, I think that's almost a good thing because they're forced to hold on to him and see. We've done videos on the channel, we've done pods on the channel before talking about, oh, well, you know, if you don't trade him, you run the risk of him leaving as a free agent next summer. And like, that's a fact. You do. At the same time, free agency is a crapshoot right now. Doesn't mean that there won't be teams that can offer money, because there will be. There'll be mid-level exception teams. There will be the Nets, who should have enough cap space to go get him if they would really like him, which, according to them wanting multiple first-round picks, it doesn't sound like they do. And they also have Cam Johnson, who's basically the same guy, but probably worse.
Cam Thomas.
I don't know. No, oh, yeah, Cam Thomas.
And for what it's worth, they don't want to pay him either.
They don't want to pay him. So, like, they don't like that type of player, which is fair.
I think the league doesn't like that type of player anymore.
Yes.
Like think about around the league how many shot first, 3-point heavy, no defense guards are getting paid the big bucks anymore. Unless you're Steph fucking Curry, you're just not getting the bag. Jordan Clarkson signed a minimum contract this season, right? Like Colin Sexton got traded for Yusuf Nurkic this season. Like that's just the market you're seeing.
They had to put a pick on Sexton. They had to attach a pick. And Nurkic was a contract like a nobody wanted to touch that contract, and they had to give up a pick with Sexton, who I felt like would have been a decent target for Boston. It's funny, last night on the First to the Floor stream, we did an all-time... We did a couple different things, but we ended up talking about Kemba Walker for
the Hornets gave up the pick, I thought. I think the Hornets gave up the pick.
I don't know. Maybe
I'm
wrong.
No, you're right. Wow, the Hornets got the pick. Holy shit, that's awful.
Yes, that's what I mean.
That's a disaster. Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of the Hornets, though, we were talking about Kemba, and Kemba's like 2 years in Boston. Kemba was awesome before he got his knee hurt. Like, he was an all-star starter his first season with the Celtics. And, like, that was 5 years ago. That was when Anfernee Simons was starting to hit stride and, like, generate some buzz about being a good player. And then the Blazers ended up paying him this 4-year, $100 million contract that he's on now. Kemba Walker in today's NBA, even at the level he was at in 2020, would probably be valued more in line with what Simons is, because he was small, because he couldn't defend. Like, just putting into perspective how recently that type of player was an asset in the NBA. And now it's not so much the truth.
Listen, man, you look around the league at some of these players that actually have legit value, and you look for small guards, right? Not Shea, not Cade. Like, those are bigger guards. Jalen Brunson, Trae Young, Steph Curry. You have to be elite. You have to be like top 10 player potentially in the NBA, as well as top 20 player in the NBA to be that small and play that type of ball. Cam Thomas averaged 24 points last year. He might not even get an MLE, right? Tyler Hero is, I would say, a little bit bigger for a guard. He's more of a combo guard than a true one. Like, Anfernee Simons is like 6'3", Tyler Hero is like 6'5". That size makes a little bit of difference, right? John Morant's a freak athlete. Like, that is his thing. The best one, like, pure bucket getter guard, like, small guy around the league, like, they just don't really get paid a lot of money anymore. Like, Austin Reeves is kind of close because his defense is pretty rough, but even he's big, right? He's like 6'6", right?
I mean,
like,
Pritchard's on an $8 million contract. It's a great contract, but if you double that, people probably talk about him a little bit differently. Probably could still get away with paying him that much money if you doubled it, but the praise would not be as loud. It would be like he's doing tough. What he's supposed to do for that price.
It's hard.
Thinking about like other guys, other contracts, and so on, it's just really, really tough to navigate the money with the CBA. It is like you're not gonna. That's why, like, to bring it back to what we were talking about, like this Simons position the Celtics are in is bittersweet, because maybe he is a good fit here or likes it, and the opposite could happen. He could hate it, could suck, couldn't fit well, like doesn't want to share the ball, doesn't want to play without the ball. He may not work out, but if he does work out, and the Celtics are able to sell him on being a part of the Celtics going forward, with the amount of talent that will be here going forward, Jayson Tatum will be back from his Achilles injury. Jaylen Brown is under contract for a while. Derek White's under contract for a while. Hopefully, the rest of the guys continue to be great supporting cast members like Pritchard, like Sam Hauser. Then you can convince him, hey, you stay here, you'll play a similar role to what you had this season, and then you will be part of a championship contending team, which, to be honest, he has never really had the chance to be. Yeah. And if that's the selling point, the market next year isn't very plentiful as of now in free agency. Maybe you get him on a deal closer to Pritchard's deal compared to what he's making now, and that would be a win. And ultimately, like in the Drew trade, it would be something that you get to like put on your like merit badge sash, like we got this for Drew Holiday, like gold star.
Yeah, it's just, we talked about it a couple pods ago. It's just a matter of wait and see what happens at this point with Anfernee Simons. But before we continue, I need to tell you guys about PrizePicks. PrizePicks, the best place to get real money sports action. It's baseball season now, and October is right around the corner. Red Sox 3-1 series win over the Yankees the other day made me very happy. But make sure to check it out. You can pick more or less on at least 2 player props First shot to win up to 2,000x your cash, whether it be home runs for Roman Anthony or hits for Alex Bregman or during the Celtics season. When Sam and I do it during the pregame show, the more on Jaylen Brown points or the more on opposing player turnovers. Check it out now. PrizePicks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits, but also at the same time puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When your picks hit, you can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly. After you play your first $5 lineup, that's code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, run your game. All right. Jayson Tatum. Let's hit the news cycle a little bit again because he has a new hairstyle. So remember the old clip when he was talking to Javonte Green? He was like, when I get a cut, I'm top five. Top five. Well, I wonder what cornrows Jayson Tatum is. Is he top three? Is he top two? Is he top, two, not two? Like what's Jayson Tatum? I'll pull up the picture of Mr. Cornrows Jayson Tatum, but new hairstyle just dropped.
I almost feel like Jayson Tatum, he looks really weird with cornrows. I don't know what I feel about it.
I think it's just
Jaylen
it just looks different
about it too. Yeah, I guess anything different, I'm like, I hate that. Burn it. But there he is. He's got the cornrows. He's all tuxedoed up at, I don't know, probably somebody's wedding or something.
Bradley Beal's, I think.
Bradley Beal's wedding. He does look sharp. I mean, I prefer Tatum with the short hair, even though, like, team has had more success when he's had the curls. I think the buzz cut looks sharp. Big fan of it. Cornrows we've never seen. He is intruding on Jaylen's territory a little bit.
I like it. I think it looks cool. I think it's different. I like when people switch it up. Let me see if it's right here. I think this is the video. It like pans over. There's a side view to see what JT looks like at the wedding. And then Jaylen Brown did talk about it, like you mentioned. Shout out Daniel who put the clip up here.
Daniel Sneaky kills it on Twitter with the clips and everything.
He clips up a lot.
Pretty good.
JT got braids. Hell no. JT got braids? Nah, that's crazy. Chad, JT got braids? No, that's insane. JT just doing anything now.
What a nothing reaction. What the hell? And there's just nothing. He's just saying, "Oh wow."
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
I thought he doesn't even look like he has a picture of it. It looks like his Twitch chat is telling him that Jayson got braids.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, that sounds funny. That's weird. But, like, he didn't see it. I feel like the quote has misled us. It's led us astray.
Yeah. Still, JT new hairstyle. I don't really have much else outside. It's just the fact that it happened. If that's all you got.
Who am I to say? Who am I to comment on his hairstyle?
I will say, we talked about this at family dinner, and my girlfriend tweeted out, "Look at the bitch braids." So I don't know if we have some fans, but
all right.
I don't know if she's the biggest fan. Maybe that is like a compliment in some way, but I'd struggle to find the way that's a compliment. We can go to another Jaylen Brown thing.
Podium session at Media Day. How would you can ask Jaylen because he's had this similar hairstyle. Like, how would you respond if somebody called those bitch braids?
I was gonna say we're not getting JT at Media Day. Jaylen Brown, though, speaking of him, did find out recently that he's Irish, and so that happened as well. It was on the stream with Blackboy Max, who's like a FaZe member or was a FaZe member. I don't know if he still is, but he's like a big streamer right now. And he said, did my history, my 23andMe. They said, I think I'm Ghanaian, I'm from Cameroon, and then I'm Irish. Like some weird stuff, bro. It's the worst part. Growing up not even knowing where I was from heritage-wise, you feel me? So Jaylen Brown, now Irish. So shout out the Celtic.
Irish community claims Jaylen. Finals MVP, Irish man. We'll take it, even though I'm not Irish. But I feel like being from the Northeast, like we're all like collectively Irish. Like we all like kind of embrace it. I don't know. Being Celtics fans, we all like kind of claim Irish a little bit. True fact or fiction?
I guess. I mean, I am Irish.
Are you actually Irish?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Like people claiming to be Irish, is that stolen
I don't
valor?
care. I don't go. Come on, man. You should know asking me that question what my response is gonna be.
You should gatekeep being Irish. Like none of
No.
us. Yeah, you should gatekeep St. Patrick's Day. You should get mad when like non-Irish people are celebrating it, and you're like, why don't you guys just let us enjoy our day?
I don't care. I don't. It doesn't matter, man. No, cool though. I mean, cool that Jaylen figured out his heritage, etc.
We should do 23andMe's on this show.
I'm down.
Does
I'll
that
do it.
cost
23andMe.
money?
Yeah, for sure. What? Of
Oh,
course,
no.
everything costs money.
Forget it. We don't have the budget.
Does it cost money? What is wrong with you? Hey, I wanted to grab this like diamond necklace. Is it free? Do I just get stuff?
Hold on. Did you just compare a diamond necklace to an ancestry test?
I could compare it to a box at Home Depot or a cup of soda at a restaurant.
They
Nothing's
give out
free.
the boxes at Home Depot for free.
No, they cost money, brother. It is
Do they?
not free.
How much money?
Like $2 per box.
I don't know if I give, if my appearance would give it away. I don't go to Home Depot very often.
Everything costs money was the point I was making. Nothing is free. How much is 23? How much is 23? And it is like $40, which is actually
$40. That's more than I would have guessed. I thought it would be like 15.
You gotta like send it out and bring it back, etc., etc.
Oh,
All
shit.
this stuff. Yeah, you have to send them your DNA. You have to like wipe a swab in your.
Wait, you
cheek
got to
or something
swab
like
yourself? I thought this was like you just put your name in the website.
that. No. It's like
that's a little too much.
You give them your DNA. They tell you where you are from. That is how it works.
What is the benefit to that?
To just know where you're
Curiosity?
from. It gives you your whole line of like ancestors, so you can see who your great grandparents were. You can see your grandparents. You can see all this stuff, like your whole family tree. It's like
You just find out like your great grandparents were like
bad dudes.
dictator
Yeah,
or
no.
something.
Yeah, no. It's danger. It's danger. Emails. A reminder as always, you guys can email us at hbtcpod@gmail.com. That's hbtcpod@gmail.com. We have one today, and it comes from RJ. RJ has a rat list, I believe. Or anti-rat list, I should say. Taylor Tomlinson's crowd confessional shorts. Morning, folks. Since it's August and there's still time for a little, this has nothing to do with basketball content. Inspired by Sam's take on Childish Gambino, I thought I'd share one of my favorite comedians, Taylor Tomlinson, and the videos she does where she and her tour mates read stories from the audience at that night's show. They're called Crowd Confessionals, and they are funny and sometimes touching. Here's a link to a random one. There are plenty, and all worth checking out. Have a laugh and be well. RJ, who is a huge comedy nerd. How long is this? It is 17 minutes. I recommend everybody go check it out. But yeah,
we had to fill time.
Oh.
Pull it up. No, I'm kidding.
17. No. I'll watch
Sit here
it.
for 17 minutes. Get copyright striking and everything.
I don't think we have any NBA news, so do we just rat list? Shall we?
We can do the rat list, sure.
I guess we don't really have anything else. We did all our Celtic stuff. We powered through. All you.
All right. I'll start with the rat list that I teased at the end of last show. I don't know if anybody even cared, but I did tease it because I was gonna give my girlfriend a break last show because I put her on the rat list on last Monday's pod or last Tuesday's pod that came out a week ago. We went out to dinner last Tuesday, $1 Taco Tuesdays in Providence near us. Very good deal, great deal. We're sitting there with a couple of her friends, and she's talking about how she's developed a peanut allergy later in life. Like, my girlfriend could have peanuts up until like probably 20, 21 years old, and then all of a sudden would like swell up or have her throat get it, whatever happens when you get allergic to things. I'm not really allergic to anything. Tough draw, first and foremost. Getting to be exposed to it, getting to know what you're missing. Like, if you've been allergic to peanuts since birth, you've never had a Reese's, and you're not like, damn, I wish I could have a Reese's. But she does have that experience. So, obviously, when you have an allergy such as this, you have an EpiPen, just in case you eat one on accident. You go to a restaurant, maybe they make the fries in peanut oil, or like peanuts are part of the, I don't know, general recipes they use at the restaurants, and it adjacently touches your food or whatever. You want to be careful. You want to know. My girlfriend, no idea where her EpiPen is. Has no idea. So if she were to call me and be like, hey, I just had peanuts, I need help.
He'd be cooked. It's over.
Yeah. she was like, well, like if I have a peanut, like I'm gonna have to go to the hospital anyway. I'm like, yeah, well, whose problem is that? It's mine. I gotta put up with it. I gotta deal with it. I have to try and save your life, and I'm gonna be scrambling around looking for your EpiPen.
You gotta buy one.
Mind you, this is like a lot funnier because of like what my girlfriend is trying to do for a career. She would like to be a doctor.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be bad if the school found out that she didn't know where her EpiPen was. Like if I was the dean of the medical program and I knew that fourth year med student didn't know where their EpiPen was, might have to do some expulsion.
Yeah, it's not ideal. I know a lot of people who just don't have their EpiPens or don't really like do it. Like there's like, oh yeah, I don't really know.
I think it's crazy she never has it. First of all, like she never has
probably carry
it
that
on her.
around.
But to not even know where it is crazy.
Yeah, agree. I'm trying to think. I was with my girlfriend's friends the other day, and I think she actually did just order her new EpiPen. Not my girlfriend, but like one of her friends, and she got like extra, so she's got like 5 EpiPens. So if she needs an EpiPen,
We might need one. We might need one here. Yeah.
I got stock. Ratless, I just ordered breakfast and just the whole thing is just like wrong. So I'm like going through right now trying to fix it because I would like actual breakfast.
So what did you try and order?
So I tried to order like a couple of breakfast sandwiches, a coffee, and like a hash brown or whatever, something normal. No hash browns, didn't get any. Got like the wrong sized coffee and then just different breakfast sandwich. Like the whole thing was just like, but it's my order, so I don't know how they messed it up. Like it says my name. It's just so I'm not pleased, and I'm about to go through and just tell, hey DoorDash, this is wrong. Give me.
You're gonna get some credits.
Yeah, I'm about to go get my own. But it's one of those where I'm like, I don't even want credits for the future. I just want the food that I ordered.
Yeah, you're upset.
I just want
you
my
wanted
stuff.
what you ordered.
And the worst part is like they're not even giving me like the full thing because it's like it's annoying. Whatever. I'll get what I wanted. I'll tell a story. So not really rat list, but I went on a hike. So I did this hike in New Hampshire. Went to Mount Major. It was fun. However, I have realized that I am not in good shape for a hike. So my friends, I went with my friends Danny and Ryan. Ryan bikes like he's biked 30 miles, like just casually. Like he's in very good shape. Danny run a marathon, right? They're all in shape.
One of these things not like the other.
Exactly. And I'm
still doing
don't
the
get me wrong.
steps?
No, I haven't done those in a while. I got busy and stuff happens, but stuff happens. This is not me saying like, oh, like this sucks. I know I'm bad. Oh, I can't even order breakfast anymore because McDonald's doesn't serve breakfast.
It's too late.
Yeah. This is just a disaster. Regardless, I am like, this is not me complaining. Like, I don't care that I am like this. I'm very happy with my life, blah, blah, blah. And the hike was great. Like, we got to the top. The view was awesome. Like, I had a fun time. We went to the lake afterwards at Lake Winnipesaukee. We got lunch. It was a great day. I had a lot of fun. What did my heart rate peak at during the hike, Sam?
You go with like an Apple Watch or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For context, my low point, so my resting heart rate apparently like walking in. So like because it showed me like this was your low, this was your high.
Okay.
I can only assume my low was like when I was just like walking into the park. It was 80. I think it was like 80, 81, 82.
Okay.
Like, right there.
I bet you got up to like 145.
190.
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
I was struggling, and when I tell you I could feel the 190,
to the hospital.
I could feel the 190.
Did you have like an energy drink? Did you have like a Celsius or something before you went?
No, I had a coffee, but
maybe that will do it. I remember like I used to drink Celsius sometimes when we were playing the men's league together. I'd have Celsius like if I was tired on the Sunday evening. And I would play basketball. I'd be like, wow, like my heart feels weird. I guess you're not supposed to drink that before you do like real cardio.
Drink what?
A Celsius or like
coffee?
An energy drink.
Oh. What?
Coffee might be a different story. I've never, in fairness, never drank a coffee and then went for a run. I feel like that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
But I can see why that might speed you up. Oh man, that's. Did you feel okay? Like everything was okay?
Oh no,
Like,
it sucked. It sucked at the time. I was fine once I got up there. Like once I
how long was the hike?
it's a couple hours. It wasn't that bad. Like it took us like the problem was like when we were fine, like walking, it was fine. There were just like 3, 4, maybe 5 stretches where it was like very, very steep incline. And so
Yeah.
I just like I took a couple breaks. Like it was fine. It was just
I don't
like
fuck with the incline personally.
I
Hate
could
incline.
feel it. Like it's just like I could feel every step of the incline, which was less fun than I had bargained for. But no, I genuinely had a good time. It was good. It was just my body told me, "Wow, what the fuck are you doing, dude?"
I feel it is funny, like because you haven't been like doing the steps, your body was probably like,
I got not used to it anymore.
why
for
did
sure.
you just hit like the gas pedal to the floor? What the fuck, dude?
Exactly.
Just
Yeah,
shell-shocked
100%.
it. How long did it take you to get to the hike? Like how long
A
was the
couple
ride?
hours. Hour and a half, hour 40.
Okay. So you went, you hiked for a couple hours, and you went home, right? Like you didn't. do
Yeah, it was
camping?
like our total time up and down was like 2 hours, just over 2 hours. So up and down was fine.
Okay. It's not too
And then we just went to the beach at Lake Winnipesaukee, went in the water, played jackpot for like
Jackpot's
an
always
hour.
a fun one.
It was fire. It was great. I was dominating. Don't worry about it. And then we went to get lunch. Then we came home, and then we went out that night to a bar, hung out, and it was good. It was a good day. It was fun.
My mind, like when you said that, we got home and then we went out to a bar. I was like, "Ooh, that sounds terrible."
No, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Like just went out, hiked all day, went to the beach. I go home. I'm not. You're not getting me back out of that house. I'm done.
No, it was fun. It was a good time. I was hesitant, but we had a good time.
Every once in a while, my girlfriend will float the idea of going camping, and I'm like, "Who's doing that? Why are you doing that? Like we have
Yeah.
all this stuff we invented, so we don't have to live like that."
I don't love camping.
I would prefer not to live out in the woods ever. I like my roof over. I love my
Agreed.
Wi-Fi. I lose it if I can't be on my phone or anything.
It's bad.
But another rat list, just bad week for me. Rat list is just okay, Jack. So if you had to think of things that I don't really know how to do this, where like what I'm about to say would be a reasonable like guess, things that are very difficult to lose, like yeah, let's do that. Let's start there. Things that are very difficult to lose.
Difficult
forget
to lose?
somewhere. Yeah.
My glasses.
Okay, that would be one for you. Not so much me.
Yeah, in general. I mean, just me personally, phone, wallet, keys. Pat.
Okay. Yep.
Standard. Keep that
Fair.
on you. My shirt, I don't know. Like where's
Close.
this going?
I lost my sneakers. I went and played basketball. I told you about I rolled my ankle Wednesday or Thursday
Yeah.
rather.
Uh-huh.
Played great. I was so on cloud 9 because I'd played so great, and also like my ankle was feeling weird. I left my sneakers at the gym. I didn't put them back in my bag. So I went to go play Sunday night basketball yesterday. I picked up my bag. I said, this feels light. There are no sneakers in there. Thankfully, I did call. They've got my sneakers. They'll be back on my feet later today. I almost bought new sneakers last night, and then I didn't. Someone texted me. Worth texted me. Shout out to him. He was like, I'm pretty sure I saw your sneakers. I just assumed they would throw them away. Nope. Lost and found.
No,
I'll get them.
for sure not.
Get them today. We're back. But I was so mad because I had to tell people that I lost my sneakers,
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
and no one believed me. Like,
That's tough.
I had a friend of mine text me and was like, "Did you really lose your sneakers?" And I was like, "Yes." And so this brings me. Do you have anything else?
Do I have any other rat lists?
Yes,
Um,
because I will
I
let
don't
you
think
go
so.
first.
I don't think so. Trying to think what I've done the past couple days. Went to IHOP again, fire again. But other than that, I think I'm good. I'm hyped for fantasy. That's the other thing I was going to talk
Yep.
about. To give a quick update before you finish on my. So I told you last year I had an expansion team. So I drafted a team out of free agents. The team now, Jordan Love, Ashton Genty, Trevion Henderson, the Pats running back, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Xavier Worthy, Ricky Pearsall, Tyler Warren, and then defense kicker, I have Michael Penix and Cam Ward off the bench. Got Scattaboo, Quinshon Judkins, Torrey Horton, Isaiah Vaughn, a bunch of rookies. Jalen Waddle I just traded for. I feel good going into this year. I feel good. I don't think I'm going to win the title, but I think I could push for the playoffs. And that's probably false confidence, but I'm ready to go.
It's funny, like, seeing your, like, process start to take shape. Like, literally just we're tanking last year, trading players for picks and stuff, and you just got to draft, like, the entire rookie class. Genty,
Exactly.
Tyler Warren, good picks. Should be very fun.
Thank you.
Rookies to watch. My girlfriend's devastated that college football is back this week. Like, I'm like, hey, this Saturday, I won't be seeing you.
That's tough.
And she's like, damn. And I told her like 3 or 4 times now, and she's like surprised every time. And I'm like, am I gonna have to tell you every day so Saturday doesn't come? And it's like I just like told you that like we have to put like your pet down or something. But I'm very excited for college football. All right, so I had messaged a friend about my sneakers last. He messaged me about my sneakers, and I was like, yes, I lost my sneakers. And I said, this is terrible. I've had quite the day. So yesterday, I was not on the show. I don't know if you said why I was not on the show yesterday. No, okay. So I was not on the show. I had to communicate with Jack via my girlfriend's laptop because my girlfriend and I went kayaking in the morning, and we both managed to just absolutely fry our phones. We were in the boat, pushing out, where you're paddling down, going to this little pond for a little bit, and then we're turning around, and she's like, I don't know where my phone is. And I said, oh, okay. And I assumed it had just fallen out in the boat. Before we went in the kayak, we're not that stupid. We put both of our phones in Ziploc bags. Like, did not just go out there naked phone with all the water around us, like begging for disaster. We did not do that. Both of them Ziploc bags. Precautions were taken, to say the very least. We get back to where we had pushed off at the beach. Can't find it. And so she's like, can you take out your phone and check my location? I said, all right. Take out my phone, check her location. Her location is quarter mile, half mile into the bay. And I'm like, and it says 17 minutes ago. We were definitely not on the boat that long. Like, we were probably on the boat for 10, maybe 12 minutes at that point. Like, there's no way that time the phone could have gotten that far away. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe it's one of those things like where like the cell tower is like saying it's here because you're near the water. Maybe the location isn't super accurate. So we're looking around like this area for the phone. And then I'm like, well, I wonder what actually would have happened to your phone. Like, your phone's heavy. There's no way that your phone could have been like carried by the current. It would have sank, right? Like, that's in my head. I'm like trying to make sense of what has happened. Like, we have to be able to find this. So what do? Is I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to put it in the water to see what happens when I put my phone in the water, see if it floats, to see if it gets pulled off by the current. So I put my phone in the water. And when I put my phone in the Ziploc bag, my phone is smaller than my girlfriend's phone. So she needed a bigger Ziploc bag. And I used the regular size one that I would always use if I was going for a run. Like, I'd put it in a Ziploc bag so like the rain would not affect my phone. I know I can do this. But I kind of had to like maneuver my phone when I put it in the bag. So what did it do? It stretched the bag a little bit. And when I put my phone in the water, water got in the bag. And my previous phone is now in this bag of rice. But my previous phone also, I think Jack had seen it since this had happened. Also, I'd be really pissed if this thing turned on today now. But my previous phone has tons of damage to the back of it. It has like cracks, has a hole in the back of it. So if water truly did get into it, it would be cooked. So I take it out the bag. Phone's like kind of working, and she's like, can you check the location again to see if it moved? And it starts being weird. Like, it's like, can't use Face ID at this time. I'm like, oh, I don't have service all of a sudden. And I was like, wonder if like the service thing is what happens if you put the phone underwater, it shuts off the service or something. Then my phone just turns off. So it does this thing where it's like turning on, turns on, doesn't have service, and so on. Then it's just trying its best to turn on for a while, and eventually it just dies. So the two of us managed to destroy both of our phones to go kayaking for 10 minutes. It was quite the day. She fortunately was able to like get a replacement because she has Apple Care, or AT&T hooked her up with a new one or something. But me, I had to go to the Apple store, which actually wasn't bad. I credit to the Apple store. And I knew it wouldn't be bad because I was like, hey, can I please buy something from you? They weren't going to make me wait around all day because I was ready to purchase a new phone. But I got myself a new phone. Probably overdue, which is why I wasn't as mad as I would have been, because I was like, my previous phone was just shattered in the back. Like, it was probably time. My phone was so busted up that like I couldn't even put the charger on it. It was like the kind of thing like I had to like make sure it didn't move or it would come off the charger. That's how fucked up the charge port was. I'll tell you what, is Apple never ceases to fuck with the chargers, because now I have all these chargers in my house that just don't work. I have no purpose for them. My AirPods can charge via the old chargers. But anyways, so my man Frank messages me last night. It's like, did you actually lose your sneakers? And I was like, yes. It's been a terrible day. Because not only am I going to have to buy a new pair of sneakers, which now I'm not, because I know I have my sneakers, but I was about to buy a new pair of sneakers. But I also had to buy a new phone today. And I'm gonna read this exchange to you. And I want you to tell me if I'm the asshole, because I might be. It's very... Jack has spent plenty of time with me. He could say there are plenty of times I'm probably a prick. He goes, was it actually because of the shoes? Not pressing, just curious. I said, yes, and I'm fucking pissed. He said, it's okay, I'm sorry. I said, not only that, I said I had to buy a new phone today because Kaylin and I both fucked ours up kayaking today. He goes, that sucks. How was that? I want to go like paddleboarding. And I was like, well, Frank, besides dying, like this is probably the worst it could have gone. Like, we both lost our phones. He was like, he goes, it was a beautiful day, though. And I was like, motherfucker, we had to get new phones. Like, I don't care if the sun was out.
There's definitely an element of read the room for Frank, but it's also like, you could have had fun up. Like, I think in his mind, like, what if you didn't realize you lost your phone till the end? Like, you could have had a fun day, kayaking, and then realize, like, he doesn't know that it happened at the very beginning of your time. You know what I'm saying? So I understand both sides. He was just trying to get a gauge. Like, he was trying to make normal conversation. And at some point, like, what if you, like, what would you want him to say at that point? Like, oh, damn, that sucks. Sorry. And then leave you
just
alone?
oh, man, that fucking sucks. Like, sorry to hear that or whatever. Like, man, at least the sun was out. You guys got a nice day for it, huh?
He's trying to make you feel better. He's trying to make you feel better.
Sun wasn't that bright because we couldn't see to the bottom of the water to see where the phone went. Shout out to the Narragansett Bay, just a polluted fucking mess.
Yeah, no, yikes.
Not only, like, are we, like, I don't even know what, hopelessly looking for the phone, like, underwater, but as she's trudging along looking for the phone, a seagull, like, borderline takes her head off. I started cracking up because I was just like, that is, like, it's like one of those, like, if you don't laugh, you're going to cry. Well, we'll say she wasn't laughing. So, and then she's in this absolutely, like, she starts to lose it at that point. And it was fine. Like, we're good. But she's walking in this area of the beach that is just disgusting. Like, in the water. Like, it's slimy, muddy,
ew,
gross. And she's like, I can't do this. Like, so I got to go over there and pick her up. And I'm walking in this disgusting. Listen,
gross.
We've talked about this on the show before. I do not like the beach. Like, I specifically don't like not knowing what is at my feet. And this is slimy, disgusting, unstable ground. I felt like I was like storming the beaches, literally. Like, that's what it felt
disgusting.
Like. But yeah, we got phones now. We're back.
There we go.
iPhone 16e. You're mine now. Looks clean. It's not crack. I don't have any more cracks on my phone, which is nice. I'll tell you what, at the Apple Store, they don't try and upsell you. Like, respect. The guy was telling me, he's like,
it's
yeah,
probably,
we don't really get commission, so.
It's also probably because every phone is $1 million anyway.
Mine wasn't that expensive. I thought I was going to pay 4 figures, and I didn't have to pay close to that.
There you go, then. All right. I have nothing else. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Well,
What a day.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Indeed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all that. Sam, take it out.
Hey, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment, send your condolences to me for my awful Sunday. We are here every single day with new content. Full pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Game recaps are up the one after each game, and other videos are here in between. So every day, new Celtics content on the channel at 5 a.m. We've got you covered. You can find the two of us on Spotify and Apple too. All pods and recaps are there. So if you just want those followed, they'll go right to your feed. Leave a 5-star review. You won't regret it. We would appreciate it too. You can email us. Big shout out to RJ at hbtcpod@gmail.com. We love getting emails from you guys. This is prime email season. Send your rat list. Send in any takes you have on the Celtics offseason so far. Any content recs, like whether you want us to, like, I don't know, if you have like things that you like to watch, like that we should check out, or if you want to see us do something. We'd love to hear from you. hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook is the name of the podcast. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter is Jack's Money. Mine's at Sam LaFrance, NBA. That's it for us.